All right, now we're gonna do the rest of the stuff. I came in and I created a new grass material, an asphalt material, and painted it all up just to make it look a little more like it's eventually going to. So I'm gonna go back to my main floor and I'm gonna start over here. But before I do anything, I want to grab that model line that we've been using. Unfortunately, right now the section cut's in my way. I want to grab this model line because I am going to do some mirroring on this side as well. So almost everything we're going to do from this point out, other than these kind of little retaining walls that hold in soil. So we got one, two, and we got this raised hedge garden over here. So we'll do those, but everything else is going to be a 6-inch concrete slab that's either going to stay concrete or we are going to paint it. I'm going to go to architecture, floor, again, concrete slab, but I want to change it to the basement level. If I went with negative 10.6, it would dig into the topography. So I'm going to start with this middle one. And I'm going to come from this midpoint. And I'm just going to draw a rough shape. Now I'm going to switch to fillet. All right, I can mirror this. I'm just going to hover over one, hit tab, click on it, mirror draw axis, and now I've got this center bit. Now these two are asymmetrical, but they are an even distance from this. These little things are just cars. We're going to ignore them. So I'm going to do first is draw this side, and then we'll mirror it, and I'll edit the boundary. So architecture, floor, change it to the basement level. I'm just going to start drawing. I'll do fillet arc on this. Not letting me go any further than that, so I'll stop there. All right. I'll click done. And now I've got this surface. Before I copy it over, I'm gonna go ahead now. I'll just do it this way. All right, so I'm gonna highlight it. I'm gonna click mirror pick axis and use this model line. So now I have it over here, but you can see we've got a different profile. So I'll just click edit boundary. Draw a new line here. I'll use trim. And then I'll go back to fillet. All right, so that's been updated. With my 3D view. Looks good. So on top of this are some trees. So we need to create a small, I don't know, 2 foot tall concrete wall to hold in all the dirt and the trees. And on the drawing, it only shows 3 sides of it because in real life, this slopes up towards the street and there is no fourth wall, but we're modeling it flat. So we've got to draw it that way. We got to draw all four sides. So we're going with, we'll stick with concrete with holes, I guess. We're gonna have it on level basement. It's gonna be unconnected. I'm gonna just be lazy since there's already a 2 here. Make it 2 feet. Start drawing vertically and use the trim tool. Double check that it's what I want. And it somehow changed heights. And that's fine. We can just click on them. Something happened while I wasn't paying attention. So again, we're going to make this the basement level. Click apply. And now I can use mirror again. Done and done. I need some grass inside of it. I'm going to go back to floor. And I'm going to make it concrete slab. And this time it's going to start on basement, but we're going to bump it up 6 inches. Otherwise, it'll just be buried inside of the existing one. And I'm just going to come inside these. Click OK. Now I'm going to go into paint. I'm going to find my grass. And I'm going to paint it to be grass. I'm going to highlight the floor. Mirror it. And now theoretically, when we come in here, I guess the paint didn't work, but that's all right. I'm going to go into paint now. Pick grass. There we go. So we've got 2 grass features. One more grass feature over here with the raised hedge bed. So come in here. I'm going to say architecture floor. Again, it's 6-foot slab, 6-inch slab on the basement level. I'm going to draw. This time there is no offset. I'm going to come from the edge of the retaining wall and the sidewalk down to the opposite side. Click OK. Go into my 3D mode. I'm going to make my paint again. And we got more grass. And we need this wall, or this set of walls. These are going to be concrete with holes again. And they're going to go from basement, because now we have a 6-inch slab underneath. They're going to be unconnected, and this time we're going to make them 5 feet tall. I'll just use the trim tool. All right. Double check that they didn't randomly go in the middle of the air, and they did not. Now we need one more thing, just like we did here, to fill this. And you might think, well, it's already got green, but the hedges start all the way at the top. So we need to create a floor closer to the top of this. So I'm gonna go with architecture, floor. And we're going to say basement. And now if this is 5 feet tall, I'm going to give it a height offset of 4 feet 9 inches. I'm going to draw another rectangle. Just coming from the inside. From the inside. Now if I go to 3D, we have this weird piece of concrete over here. So we need to paint that to be green. Modify, paint. All right. So that is the bulk of it. You will add more details once you've decided where your cameras are going. And you'll refer either to Google Earth, Google Maps, or the virtual tour to decide what little bits and bobs you need to add for the views you choose. All right. Enjoy the weekend. I will see you Monday.